Hi everyone, today I'm sharing with you how to make your own pants that you can wear with any top because I use a black color. So this fabric is not stretchy. Okay, it's not stretchy at all, but so if you want to use a stretchy fabric, you can too. The length of this, I cut in 46 inches long, and the wide side is 60 inches. I already folded in half, and then I folded in half again. So on this side you have two, and then one fold, and then on this side you have a big fold. So the 60 inches wide folded into four. Okay, so the big fold on this side near me. And now I'm going to show you. I'm using the elastic for this pants, and this is 2 inches wide elastic. So I need an extra here because I'm not gonna sew the waist for this. I'm gonna fold it down. So I need to cut an extra just on the top here. Let me just straighten this part. Draw. So that's the straight line that I just don't want it to go crazy. So this part, I'm gonna cut this out. So from that, I add 4.5 inches extra because I'm gonna fold the waist down and add the elastic. I don't add a separate waist line for that. So for that, I'm going to go down 17 inches from there. I'm gonna mark 17, and then I'm going to connect this from the top here. I'm going out 12 and down here 12. This is super simple. And then I'm going to connect this, and then from this line I'm going up 4 inches, and then from 4 here you're gonna connect this with the curve. You can curve, get the maximum here all the way out. And on this side in the leg, I'm going to mark 13 inches. That connect all the way. And then you're going to cut this out. I connect this line and go all the way down here to the 13 inches that we marked. So I'm gonna go and open this. From here, you're going to go 1 inch. And then from 1 inch here, you're going to connect to the other side like this. So cutting that off. From here, I'm going to mark 1 inch. And then I'm going to curve this down. So this is going to be the front side. And the back side, that's your butt. That's why I cut an inch there. So back. Okay, so now I'm going to go and pin this, and after I pin, you're going to sew on the curve here. So after I pin on the curve, you're going to sew here. I'm gonna sew this in here. I do over here all the way down to here. Everyone, after I sew on the curve and I sew on this curve, I'm going to open this, and so we can sew on the side of this. This sew line go into this, and so we can sew. Now after I pin, now you're going to sew that side all the way to the center and go. The center, you're gonna bast it a few times. You know what that means. And then coming down all the way down to here. Everyone, after I sew in the side here, the legs on the side go into here, go into this side, and going down to this leg. So this is finished, but we need to hem the bottom here, and then on the waistline, I'm going to sew a 1/4 of an inch. Just fold it down this way, everyone. Just fold it a 1/4 of an inch. You fold it down. And now you're going to sew this down first, and then we'll do the elastic. This make it easier if you do that. You fold it and then you sew it around, and then come back. We'll put the elastic on. So a 1/4 of an inch going around the top here, and so you can go down this way and sew, or you can go down in this way and sew. But I think I'm going to go from the wrong in the inside, the wrong side, and fold it out like this, and then I sew, so I know where I sew. All right, let's just do it. After I sew a 1/4 of an inch around here, I'm gonna show you how to do the elastic. So the elastic, from the beginning, I told you that I used a 2 inches wide elastic. That's why I'm cutting extra down here. And so to measure this, I'm going to go from one side here to the other side. But then from the other side here, let me just pin this down here so I can show you. On this side, I'm going to mark 5 inches right here. Okay, so let's do that over. Fold it, go it from here one side, go over to the 5 inches that you mark right here, and then from the 5 you're gonna fold it back, and then you have to cut this. I'm using this and fold it in half, and then I'm going to sew this. I'm gonna do half an inch overlap. You're going to divide the elastic into 4 equal parts. So of course the sew line you don't need to do anything, and then on the side here we're going to mark the side, that right here, and then mark the side here. The best way you do this is to do like this, okay? So you know exactly where you pin this, like that, okay? Just like this. And then you get this side, go into here. You gotta make sure you pin this, okay? Pin this below that 1/4 inch below that. That one side, and then go to this side. Where you mark, you pin this below this, 1/4 inch below. The fabric is more than the elastic, so when you sew, you make sure you yank the elastic out this way. As you can see, when I sew, I pull the elastic the same time I'm sewing this, and I place the elastic below the 1/4 inch when we sew earlier. And you're going to sew like this around the waistline. Now so I'm done sewing that top line. You can see this is the right side. You go on to flap this in like this. Right at the quarter open ends, you go on to sew one more time. We are still a little bit of the sick from the sun yesterday. The high school graduation yesterday from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And my son performed the violin for entire graduation. And I couldn't video anything because my eyes got watery and it's not itchy, but it's so humid. It's 90-degree, sunny, bright sunny outside, humid and crazy, no shade, no cloud, nothing, no wind. It is so hot. And I watch my son play and I feel so bad for them, and everybody have to sit outside like that. And then the student, and I saw one of the officer and he say, yeah, we try to do very quickly because it's so hot. And I saw the ambulance would there get everything ready just in case people pass out from the sun or anything, but luckily nothing happened. Everybody have fun. And they play very well. My eye was watery, and my son's too, and Brandon. Ethan was fine. He sat the whole time, nothing bothered him. But Brandon had really bad allergy. And so after that, everything run smoothly, and they went around and they congrat people, the senior people, and then after that I left. I drove them around and I went to the car first, turned on the air condition for them, and I drove them around. I asked them if they want anything cold or anything to eat or drink, and I have ice water in my car. I put the water bottle in the freezer, and then I brought it with me in the cooler in my car. So by the time it's over, the water is perfect for drinking. The right side all around. Now you go on the top, and then you can sew this on this line if you want to. If not, it's okay to leave it like this. Now on the bottom, we're gonna roll 2 times, each time for 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to sew this all around. So just like this, and then you go on around and sew. You're going to do both sides on the left and the right. You have 2 legs. And that is just so simple. Go on to do that, and I go on to show you how it look when I wear it. That's it, everyone. Don't mind me. I'm in the basement, so and Christmas still behind me. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for all of you that always support my channel and my second channel as well as my son's channel. Special thanks to the channel members that helped me to purchase the new material for the future video. And I just want to say thank you for you all for the past 5 years that support my channel. Love you. Take care, everyone.